We asked him, what song represents you at some point in your life? And this is what he answered. You're Not Alone by Jeff Tweedy of Wilco, sung by Mavis Staples. I chose the song because I struggle with connection, and I believe many people do. I hope that my ways of being self-expressed will help others feel less alone. Please welcome to the stage, Scott Aycock.
Okay, so self-expression was never a problem for my family, especially my grandmother, and she didn't have a filter. Neither did I. At 13, I asked her, hey Grandma, at what age do people stop having sex? She didn't bat an eye. You're gonna have to ask somebody a whole lot older than me. My brothers and I, we were self-expressed in the sense that from the time we were small all the way until we were in puberty, would come to the breakfast table in our tidy whities. It was no longer endearing to my grandmother, and she insisted that we put on clothes. We pushed back. And then she threatened us with a whooping. And that didn't work. We just laughed that off because we knew we were too big for that. So we figured we had won this battle until she got wind that a female classmate had seen us in our underwear through the picture window and on her way to school. So that was the last straw. The next morning, we find my grandmother quietly sipping her coffee at the breakfast table, wearing nothing but her bra and panties. At that point, you know, we knew we had lost. If this was what we call in the South, we had been skunked. Mic drop, man. So my brothers and I, we hustled off to our rooms to get dressed with my grandmother yelling behind us, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now I'm a family therapist, and I use my grandmother's underwear story as a master class in paradox, helping frustrated families realize that the only thing they have control over is themselves. And if they want to be successful with teenagers, then they're going to have to be creative and keep a good sense of humor and lose the whoopings. And so after that, I had a chance to try this out on my younger son. I splurged on a pair of trendy $50 skater jeans at the mall. Once we got home, he proceeded to take scissors and cut strategic holes in those brand new jeans. I was livid, but I waited. A few days passed, he comes requesting another trip to the mall to get t-shirts this time. Obviously, his memory was short, mine was not. I agreed. Once in the car, I drove straight to Goodwill. We pulled into the parking lot. He goes, Dad, what are we doing here? Getting you t-shirts. Yeah, but why here? Son, I can get you 10 t-shirts here for what it would cost for one at the mall. And I'm pretty sure that some of these may already have holes in them. Oh, Dad! Lesson learned. But you can't get cocky as a parent because that's when you get brought down. So picture this. It's Easter Sunday. I go to wake my boys, 10 and 13. Remind them that they need to put on a nice shirt, nice pants, because we're going to take pictures for the grandparents. What do? Following in the family tradition, they show up at the breakfast table in their tidy whities. I smile inside, but I point to the stairs and say, you know, no breakfast until you're dressed and ready to go. Soon, they come tumbling down the stairs, and my oldest is wearing a marijuana t-shirt. And my youngest has on a Tony Hawk's t-shirt with a tear in it, no less. I'm not happy at this point, and I know that we're going to be late for church. I head point back upstairs, and my wife, for some reason, is mad at all of us. So now I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs with my fingers crossed, and soon I hear them coming down for the third time, and my oldest is wearing a Black Crowes t-shirt, and my youngest another skateboard t-shirt, but at least this one doesn't have a hole in it. My wife is pissed off, and my boys are hungry and complaining, and it's too late for what would Grandma do. And I also know that this is the best I'm gonna get. And with the clock ticking, I yell, "Get your butts in the car." And as I walk to the door, I'm feeling like a loser parent, because now I've become somebody I didn't want to be. Once in the car, no one is happy. And as the distance from our car to the church grows shorter, the distance between all of us expands. The silence was deafening. It was so uncomfortable until, from the back seat, my oldest son removes his earbuds and says, "Well, happy fucking Easter." My wife and I exchange a glance, and then we burst into laughter, and all of us laughed all the way to the church parking lot. The torch had been passed indeed.